Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell Podcast. Casey Campbell with you. Of course, we are pleased to be joined by this week's Truck Series winner at Talladega. That is, of course, Matt Dibenedetto. How's it going, Matty D?
Excellent, man. Better than ever.
Yeah. Talk about what these last few days have been like, getting that win. I know you've been fighting and clamoring and for all these years to get a win in NASCAR, and now it's finally here.
Oh gosh, it's so relieving. I told my wife when I got home, I was like, it feels like about 500 pounds was just lifted off my shoulders. Is what it feels like. We finally got that darn win. It was so cool and amazing timing and so darn satisfying for doing it with our team too, our little family team with Rackley War. It makes it all that much more special.
Yeah, you talk about everybody there, because I mean, obviously I got to experience this when we talked to you in Mid-Ohio at track, but to get the win for Curtis and Willie Allen and everybody there and Chad and everybody that's there, what was that like for you? And this is also their first win as well.
Yeah, that's what made it. It made the part that made my heart the happiest was, of course, I was happy for us winning that race and everything, but honestly, it made my heart the happiest seeing how happy the team was. Curtis, my team owner, and Willie Allen. I mean, they were like in tears where they were so happy. Curtis was in tears, still kept tearing up when he was just driving, after the race to his son's late model race. And, Chad, the excitement he had, and truly, hearing our team just saying, "I love you, brother." Like that's first thing that Chad said to me, like, "I love you, man." And that's the dynamic of our race team. And that's what makes it so heartwarming, so special to get that win for them.
Yeah. And to have it at a place like Talladega, a place where I know that it's been a tough one to get there, obviously. And, you were close in the Cup Series a couple times to now have your first win there. What does that mean to have it at Talladega?
Oh man, that's a cool one. And if there's about anywhere I could pick, that would be one for it to be at, because I was joking with some of the guys from the racetrack, and I'm like, man, we were laughing like this place owes us, I don't know, probably more than one, because we've been so close so many times. We've been leading on the white flag at Talladega, in position multiple times to have shots to win there. It's so by no coincidence. I owe a lot of credit to my spotter, Doug Campbell. And I'm thankful that him and I work together so well at those things, and we study so hard, because you got to treat them like a chess match. And I knew that can be an opportunity for us to win, because we just put our experience and hard work to work in that race. And man, it sure paid off. It was really cool to do it there.
And to get the win after, I mean, this is your first year in the Truck Series after all the years in the Cup Series, after everything that you've been through this past year, to have it come full circle and get this first win. It puts the icing on the cake, I think, right?
Yeah, 100%, man. After all the craziness and all the life change, and I've had a very wild last year and a half.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't change a bit of it, as far as it all leading me to right where I am today, and really maturing me and humbling me and my faith and walk with the Lord, and everything in life. It's been crazy, but I'm so thankful, and it's so good, because I wouldn't have it any other way. I'm so glad that first win came there, and through, yeah, like you were talking about, through nothing short of abnormal last year and a half.
Everything happens for a reason, bud.
That's it.
So what has Taylor been like through all this?
She was doing a lot of crying out of excitement. Tay's my biggest supporter and my biggest fan, and I'm man, I'd be lost without my wife. I'm going to tell you, I wouldn't be able to find nothing. I wouldn't be able to do nothing. She is definitely my much better half, and so just feeling her heart pour out for how happy that she was, and she's so selfless. Just how happy she was, not only for us, because we've been through so much together and so many ups and downs, and she's been there every step of the way, but seeing her, her genuine love toward our team, and happiness and joy toward our race team and our owners and everyone, for how happy they were, that honestly makes us even happier than anything related to ourselves.
Yeah, I know that you've gotten some solid results with this team this year, and It's been an up and down season, but overall, the last two races of the year, Homestead and then Phoenix. And obviously these last two races will be a good test for you coming in confidence with a win after that.
Yeah, for sure. And it comes, at a good time where we've been really working hard at trying to take steps forward to bring trucks with a little more speed,
Yeah.
raw speed to the racetrack. We've got an engineer. His name is Ben. He's helping us. He's helping our team out now as of, more as of late. So we're making all the right steps, to try and close out the season strong. That's really what I was hoping and praying for. I'm like, man, I pray that we have a strong close to the season, because really our ultimate goal is working toward next year, and working on really elevating the team. And I know we've had our ups and downs this year and lots of growing pains and lots of things that just weren't going our way. We could be running top 5 at Charlotte. We cut a right front tire, and that would have been a big race for us. We go to Bristol and we have a truck that was fastest in practice. Absolutely could have had a shot to win there. Our pit strategy was going to cycle us out to the lead and everything. And then we had trouble on pit road, and we haven't had that much this year. The team's been great on pit road. It just was one of them bad timing deals where it just wasn't meant to be until Talladega. So I'm glad that with these last two races, we're bringing we're trying to bring as good a trucks as we can to those things, a little more updated, try and throw a little more speed in them and put all effort into them so we can close out Homestead and Phoenix with a good bang.
Yeah, of course. And it brings a lot of confidence into next year. And I want to ask you about this. I know it's been, I know you're going to be back with this team next year. How exciting is that to not have to worry about, where you're going to be after everything, at the past few years where it was a little worrisome where you were going to go?
Oh man, yeah, I don't even know how to react, to be honest with you. I'm like, goodness, the fact that I actually have a home, I know where I'm going to be, and we don't have to go through all the same stress and chaos and worry and all those things I'm really thankful to be there, to have home, and that God placed me with a family there out of little old Centerville, Tennessee, operating a race team with some great people.
Absolutely. And then Homestead's been a good track for you in the past few years when you were in the Cup Series. What's it going to be like going there in a few weeks?
Yeah, I'm excited because I think we should have a solid truck, and Homestead's one of those places where you can kind of, make some speed. If you can rip the wall like Kyle Larson or whatever, there's things that you can do there to try and really make some speed out of your truck. But, you're only as good as what you're riding in. But I feel like we've learned a ton, especially in the last little while that we've had an engineer, Ben, come on board, and we've all been trying to, take all our knowledge and mesh it together. And on top of putting, effort into the trucks, that we have some off weeks and some time to work ahead a little bit. So I'm excited to see where we can stack up at those two tracks, because they're obviously very different than a Talladega. But people saw we unloaded at Bristol, which is, a short track, and we unloaded with a good speed there and a good truck. We were at Charlotte and we were top 5, and so we've had those glimpses of where we have that speed. So I'm hoping in these last two where we're really getting that momentum and we're really all starting to mesh and taking the knowledge we have and putting it all together. I'm hoping that we can go out in those two. And if I was giving you my goals, I would say if we could come out with top 5s, that would be, a great feat and a great accomplishment if we could finish out strong like that.
Absolutely. All right. Well, Matt Dibenedetto, thank you so much for coming on and talking with us. Congrats on the win at Talladega, and good luck in a few weeks at Homestead.
Thanks, Casey.